Welcome to the video of Module 6, Digital Arts and Culture Campaign. In the module, you will learn the constraints and resources of classical and digital art and how to recognize and implement artistic forms on social platforms. And also, you will learn how artists can create spaces for meeting, working and training in a digital or mixed context. This video will give you an introduction by briefly explaining digital art history. How is digital art connected with our culture? Rise of social media and digital offerings, digital art and opportunities, new job openings, graphic designers, online news, thinking design, inclusion, etc. Unit 1, Digital Art History. In this unit, you will learn about the history and evolution of digital art. Art can be separated into two genres, classical and modern. It is easy to trace a clear division between them, starting from the proliferation of a multitude of cultural and artistic avant-gardes that have developed over time to join and proliferate. By following this line, it is possible to frame the current state of modern art and its artistic fruition. The term digital artist is used to describe those who use digital technologies in artistic production. Now that the initial prejudices and reticence are largely overcome, this new form of art has gradually spread into every field of culture and communication, giving new life to music and sound art, painting, drawing, literature and sculpture, with a strong tilt toward experimental art formats such as digital installation art, virtual reality and new art. Unit 2. Art or digital art, classical versus modern artistic fruition. In this unit, you will learn about the controversy that has arisen over time over the concepts of classical and digital art. According to some artists, there is a prejudice that digital art is a substitute for traditional or classical art. Indeed, the power of the internet and current technological supports, for example, tablets, smartbands, graphics tablets, notebooks, etc., can undoubtedly facilitate the artistic potential of the individual. Just think of the apps that exploit artificial intelligence to create avatars, GIFs, short cinematic spots, etc. In the modern world, it is much easier to relish than to admire an artistic work. Drucker, 2013. This does not necessarily mean that digital art is simpler or faster. However, it is useless to deny that there are some differences between the two. Let's explain them briefly below. Traditional art will never be fully replaced, but digital art will continue to be incorporated into it as a supplement. It is fundamental to observe the work artists try to realize and how they performed it, rather than whether it was digitally or classically drawn. Unit 3. How is digital art connected with our culture? Digitization has radically changed our cultural experience, not only in terms of accessibility and ramification but also in terms of participation, creation, learning and, above all, of active citizenship in this field. The theory of Manuel Castells highlights three concepts. A. We are in the information society. Social and cultural life is led by the exchange of ideas and information rather than by the physical movement of material goods and people. B. The space of flows. The technological network integrates the physical space and extends it infinitely. Through this, social relationships can grow and develop. C. Cities are global, they enjoy each other in a complex infrastructure, network society, a physical, technological, emotional and cultural space, in which people can recognize themselves as citizens of the world. In this context, ICT, information and communication technologies, allow us to establish strong ties with local realities and create shared representations of the surrounding territory. Cultural differences became values for exchange to the extent that everyone is the bearer of his deepest values and, in this case, of his artistic skills and taste. Unit 4. Rise of social media and digital offerings. We live in a digital world. The rise of technology in the 21st century has completely reshaped how we think, create and consume. Therefore, all this has transformed the experience of art users. Social media and other online platforms have made sharing and buying art more accessible in both time and space. Every artist, if he works in the digital field, has to know skills and tips typically connected to marketing contexts to promote and spread his account inside the social media world. As such, the digital era has radically changed the paradigm through which we think about the concept of art. Unit 5. How can we sustain the arts ecosystem through creative and innovative digital projects? As in every complex system, the art market consists of subtypes of macro factors that regard the markets as a whole. A healthy ecosystem would give every human an equal chance to enjoy art activities based on personal interests and skills. Also, an healthy art ecosystem would allow at least once every citizen to participate in all art disciplines as an audience member. Unit 6. Follow the hashtags on Instagram and other platforms. In this unit, we will explore the power of the hashtags. Instagram is the perfect tool for creatives in the way that Spotify is for musicians. The hashtags work as a kind of communication within the social media world. A simple tool like this can empower the process of active engagement of citizenship in the digital art field to the extent that it raises awareness of a brand or helps reach a broader target audience. Instagram is founded on the power of images, originally born for sharing users' own photos with digital filters. It uses hashtags which work as a keyword that allows classification and research into a specific object on the web. It can be single words or phrases. Unit 7. Digital Art and Opportunities, New Job Openings. Looking at the artistic and cultural sector, the COVID-19 pandemic was an accelerator of a tacit revolution that had started some time ago but was struggling to establish itself with new languages and forms of expression. The change took place when we began to understand the artistic and economic value. Digital art has introduced roles and job profiles that were once unthinkable. Think about how the social media manager, the web content editor, the data architect, the web designer are increasingly common and lucrative careers. Unit 8. Digital Arts in Mental Health Context, Art Therapy and Virtual Reality. In this unit, we will explore the link between digital art and mental health. Art making is a primal human urge. It could be considered an activity that has defined our species since prehistoric times. Recent technological developments have had a strong impact on art and its possible ways of using it. Today, digital art tools are highly accessible. While virtual reality, VR, is employed in the psychotherapeutic field and can be used in art therapy. Digital art establishes its connection with the mental health context. Digital art tools are highly accessible and user-friendly in their interface, providing a common form of expression for all. Unit 9. Digital Art, Monetization Opportunities. New job opportunities exist for modern artists, as well as new kinds of unprecedented opportunities for monetization through social media channels or digital platform sellers. Also, digital art monetization has created an art category, crypto art. To be sold, crypto artworks are converted into NFT, which are non-fungible tokens, i.e. non-divisible virtual objects that can only have a unique relationship with the work they represent, like an ID. This video has given you a rough overview of Module 6, Digital Arts and Culture Campaign. In the module, you will find in-depth information on all the topics that we outlined here and on some more themes like different forms of digital art, communication and digital art, social media for digital artists, hashtags use. We hope you enjoy it, and we will see you back for the next one.